Hey friends, I'm tuning in here this December after speaking with so many people and seeing in the media about lives lost, people tapping out of this life experience. And this is really typical for the end of the year holiday season. We see more suicides, we see more people falling back into addiction. The loneliness and intensity of December is sort of the flip side of the coin to that joy and togetherness and connection that people also feel at this time of year, and both things can coexist for people. So I want to speak to that sense of loneliness that people feel, as well as the heaviness or kind of weight of the world that you may carry as an empath or as a sensitive soul, as a big feeler. That this was just coming up in my client work as well this week, where maybe you've lost someone in your family or a friend of a friend, or someone close to you is really hurting or suffering. There's a tendency for some of us to take that on and to really not even understand what is ours and what is someone else's. And a lot of the clients I work with are fixers, and they want to fix someone else's emotional struggle for them. They want to help someone to feel better. They want to take that pain away, and in wanting to do that, there's often a part of us that gets confused about how to actually take care of ourselves and help someone else who's really suffering. And especially if you have your own struggles and your own challenges in terms of emotional health or mental health. And so the first thing I want to say is there are always experts. There are always experts who know how to solve the problem you have. I just want to say that plainly and clearly, because I do know that there is this way that we like to think that there's no help, or no one understands what we're going through, or we're all alone in this. And it's really just a story we tell ourselves. There's really no truth in that. That's a really powerful, limiting story that we tell ourselves. There's always someone who can shine a light on the way. There's always a helper. There's always a teacher. There's always a healer, a coach. There's always an expert who can guide you out of your darkness. That's the first piece. So instead of sticking to that story, ask yourself, what's in the way of reaching out for help? What's in my way? What am I afraid of? So if you're really suffering and there's a problem that you have, and you find that you're telling yourself, I have always been able to figure everything out on my own. I'm just going to figure everything out on my own now. And this is a story that resonates pretty loudly for me, because I lived in that paradigm for a long time. I'll just figure it out on my own, until enough things happened that I couldn't figure them out on my own anymore. And I really had to crack open and receive help and let people in who could teach me what I didn't know. If you're suffering and struggling with the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you're not sure how to navigate that, how to change your thinking, how to move through emotions more easily, how to shift out of struggle mindset, survival, depression. This is a time when it gets so heavy for people. I really want to just come up here and encourage people today to open up and ask for help and look for the help that you need. It is okay to not know the way on your own. I think that's true for all of us. We don't know the way on our own. How do we learn anything? We look around and see what anyone else is doing, right? So look around you and see what someone else is doing. And if you are the one who's in deep suffering, if depression is a dark time for you, metaphorically and literally, this is a really dark time for people, and you're telling yourself a story that you are all alone and no one gets it, and there's not going to be any way through it, and you are considering that maybe your family would be better off without you, I really invite you to pick up some new piece of learning that teaches you how to sit with and be with yourself and what you're feeling, how to be present with what you're feeling. Either that, or reach out and ask for help from someone who can point you in the right direction, whether that's me, or whether that's a friend or family member, whether that's an expert near you. You are beautiful. You are a divine, radiant being. You are worthy of all the love, all of the care, all of the appreciation, all of the joy. It is all here for you as much as it is for me or anyone else. It is unlimited. It is about how we are programming our mind and how we are setting our heart to tune in to the life we want to live that gives us back what we want.